We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. His first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
40-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 15 now. Reset. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josiah DeGuara. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Back to Taylor on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38, Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brissett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
10 at the 29.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Brissett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run here with Taylor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
With a handoff to Aaron.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down, Brissett. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Brissett now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Again, looking for Pittman, a better result here. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
22-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Packers 13, Colts 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the gun, here's Brissett. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
Now they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers for the give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
1-yard gain.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
At the 4-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Hey,
Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and goal at the 6-yard
A
line.
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Complete to Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try to run with Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Packers' 6-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And that'll be incomplete. Brissett took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. To throw, Brissett. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Brissett looks to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Brissett. eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They go play action with Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Packers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss knocks them from the ranks of the undefeated as they drop their first game of the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.